Oh, hello students. Today we will learn about C# identifiers and keywords. Identifiers are the names that programmers choose for their classes, methods, variables, and so on. These identifiers in our example program, we can see that they are like system, test, main, console, write line, etc. These are the certain identifiers which are predefined rules or the word rules that are developed and used by the language itself. An identifier must be a whole word essentially made up of Unicode characters starting with a letter or underscore. C-sharp identifiers are case sensitive. By convention, parameters, local variables, and private fields should be in the camel case, and all other identifiers should be in the Pascal case. Now we will learn about the keywords. Keywords are the names that mean something special to the compiler. These are the keywords in our example program, like using, class, static, void, and these all are some of the examples of the keyword. Most keywords are reserved, which means that you can't use them as identifiers. Now, here are the some of the listed keywords which are used in the C sharp languages. For an example, abstract, ways, would, break, bite, if, else, long, out, etc. Now, while avoiding conflicts, if you really want to use an identifier that clashes with a reserved keyword, you can use by qualifying it with the prefix. For an example, if you want to use, if you want to give the class name as CLASS, which is class, you can use that by giving a sign as a prefix of it. So here you can see for an example, add my variable is the same as the my variable. The add prefix can be useful while consuming libraries written in the other .NET languages that have different keywords. So by doing this, you can use a keyword as an identifier. Sorry. So by this, you can use an identifier as a keyword. Predefined type taxonomy. The predefined type taxonomy includes the data types which are being used in the C# language. First of all, we will discuss about the value types. In the value types, there are three types, which is numeric, logical, and character. In the numeric one, we will see about the signed integer, which consists of short, int, long, short byte, etc. In the unsigned integer, we can see byte, unsigned short, unsigned int, unsigned long, and many more. In the real number, you can use float, double, decimal, and many more. The difference or the main difference between the signed and the unsigned integer is that the signed integer allows the negative values, but the unsigned integer doesn't allow the negative values to be stored. So after this, we are seeing the logical in which we can see bool. Bool is used to declare only two values in it, which is true or false. So in this, the logical, as the name suggests, you have to give only the logic is true or false. After that, we can see the character. The character data type is used to assign any character value to a variable. After this, the second type on the predefined type taxonomy is the reference types. In the reference types, here the string and the object is being used. Don't worry, we will see this. The practical implementation of how the data types is being used and how the variables using it and how we can store the value or assign the value to that variables. Here you can see that some of the examples of the data types is given here, like the int 16 is having the size 16 bits, the int 32 is having the size 32 bits, int 64 is having the size 64, and according to that, unsigned and real values are also being used in the C sharp language. Here, for just an overview, you can see that how a variable I, which is using a data type int and has been assigned the value 7 to it. After that, you can see a bool variable b has assigned or has the value true to it. The character c has the value a and the float f is having the value 0.5. So, after this, we will see the practical implementation of this, and we will also see our first program of C sharp language and how to use the IDE and how to implement C sharp in it. So let's get started with our practical implementation part.